Daniel was an ordinary man. He was 38 years old and lived in a small town near a long road where buses passed every day. He worked as a tea seller. Every morning before sunrise, Daniel opened his small shop. The shop was made of wood and metal sheets. It was not beautiful, but it was clean. People liked Daniel's tea. It was not special, but Daniel always smiled and listened. When people were sad, they talked to him. When people were angry, they complained to him. Daniel listened to everyone. But inside his heart, Daniel was not happy. He felt empty. He often thought, "Why is my life like this? I work hard every day, yet I have nothing big. No large house, no great money, no respect." Every day he watched rich people pass his shop in their cars. They never looked at him. They never stopped. Daniel felt small. One morning, an old man came to his shop. He wore simple clothes. His hair was white, and his face carried many lines of age. He sat quietly and said, "1 cup of tea, please." Daniel prepared the tea and gave it to him. The old man drank slowly, looked around and smiled. "This is good tea," he said. "Thank you," Daniel replied softly. After finishing his tea, the old man did not leave. He looked at Daniel and asked, "Are you happy?" No one had ever asked him that before. After a pause, he answered, "No." The old man nodded as if he expected that answer. "Why?" he asked. Daniel sighed. "I work all the time, but my life never changes. I see others grow while I stay here." The old man stayed silent for a moment. Then he said, "Bring me an empty cup." The old man picked up a kettle from the stove and began pouring water into the cup. The cup filled, then overflowed. Water ran onto the table and down to the floor. "Stop," Daniel said. "The cup is full." The old man smiled. "Yes," he said, "just like you. Your cup is full of complaints." The old man explained. "Full of comparison, anger, and sadness. There is no space for anything new." Daniel looked at the spilled water quietly. "If you want something new," the old man continued, "you must first empty your cup." Before Daniel could ask more, the old man stood up. "I will come back tomorrow," he said. "Until then, think." That night, Daniel could not sleep. He kept thinking about the cup and about his own thoughts. The next day, the old man returned. After drinking tea, he asked, "What did you think about?" "I complain a lot," Daniel admitted. "I always think life is unfair." The old man nodded. "Today, do one thing. Serve tea with no expectations." Daniel did not fully understand, but he agreed. That day many people came. One man shouted because the tea was too hot. Daniel stayed calm. A woman complained about the price. Daniel smiled. A poor boy came without money, and Daniel gave him tea anyway. That night, Daniel felt tired, but lighter. The old man returned the next morning. "How do you feel?" he asked. "Strange," Daniel said. "I am tired but peaceful." "Good. Your cup is starting to empty." Days passed, and the old man came every morning. Each day he gave Daniel a small task. One day, listen without speaking. Another day, give without expecting. Another day, thank someone sincerely. Daniel followed his advice. Slowly, something changed. People began smiling more at him. Some stayed longer to talk. A bus driver started stopping every morning for tea. A teacher began bringing students. One day, a woman came crying. She had lost her job. Daniel listened quietly without judging or advising. He simply listened. She left calmer. A week later, she returned smiling. "I got a new job," she said. "Thank you for listening." Daniel felt warmth inside his heart. One afternoon, a businessman stopped his car and entered the shop. "I pass this road every day," he said. "Your place feels peaceful." After drinking tea, he added, "I am opening a small cafe nearby. I need someone honest. Would you like to work with me?" Daniel was shocked. That night, he thought deeply. The next morning, he told the old man everything. "What should I do?" Daniel asked. "What does your heart say?" The old man replied. "My heart wants to grow," Daniel said, "but I am afraid." "Fear is normal," the old man said gently. "Just don't let fear fill your cup again." Daniel accepted the job. He kept his tea shop open in the mornings. While learning new skills at the cafe, he learned about people, patience, and balance. Months passed. One day the old man did not come. The next day he was still absent. On the third day, Daniel found a small note under a cup. It read, "Your cup is no longer empty. Now it is useful. Remember, life gives back what you pour into it." Years later, Daniel owned a small cafe of his own. It was not large, but it was warm and welcoming. On the wall, he hung an old cup. When people asked why, Daniel smiled and said, "So I never forget to empty my cup." Life does not change when you complain. Life changes when you change what is inside you. If your heart is full of anger, you cannot receive peace. If your mind is full of fear, you cannot see opportunity. First, empty your cup. Then life will fill it for you.